so I said I did not want to do another laser review, and that was absolutely the truth. I have the P2, I had the D1, I don't want to do another laser. And so I actually got asked by xTool to review an S1 and an F1. I'm super happy with the laser that I've got. But then my boss came to my cube and he was like, Peter, have you seen the new F1? He watched a bunch of videos on it and started getting me actually super excited about this tool. So let me introduce my boss, Joel, who is responsible for the reason we're doing an F1 laser review today.
Yeah, I should probably apologize for that, Peter.
I had no idea. I thought it was just a small version of like the D1, but it's its own thing.
I think it is awesome, and I really appreciate you showing it to me.
Oh, yeah.
This is, when I learned of it, as I started talking to you about lasers, was you needed a different laser to do different things, and I wanted to cut up all the different things.
Yeah.
And so that's where I found the F1 with both types of lasers in it, and was
Yeah, you're totally
really
right.
interested.
When we got the first one, which was a diode laser, it could do wood, but it couldn't do acrylic. And then I got the P2, and it can cut acrylic, but it doesn't do metal at all. Like,
Super powerful.
Yeah.
That can't do the metal.
I missed it. Oh, that's fun. Oh, they didn't know they sent me a toy. So there's no one laser that does everything, which means you have to get more lasers.
Yes.
Which is kind of perfect for people that like to collect tools.
If you've got a garage space for more lasers is always good.
All right, so these are all the parts that are included with the F1 laser in that box. I'm just not comfortable operating a laser without some means of removing the fumes. Smoke purifier, I would call it an air filter, but the box says desktop smoke purifier. And then they also sent me a F1 slide extension. That makes sense. We'll open that up and give that a shot in a little bit. But anything that was white in the original
Exactly.
looks really good. So you really want a high contrast image, because that window looks amazing.
It does. Yeah, I think the dress looks great.
But not the faces.
Yep. They're pretty blown out.
They are. What's your opinion?
I think it all looks really good except for the faces. I think on the original image, the faces are pretty bland initially, so that is probably a contributor.
So now we're trying a super high contrast black and white image on a black metal business card. That looks like a print.
It does.
Looks like you're printing it.
Silkscreen or something on there. I mean, it looks perfect.
Wow.
That started as a photo on an iPhone, right? Within a little AI program.
Yeah.
Right? So that's telling you maybe a selfie. So you could be like anywhere, take a photo of a person, process it through your little AI. Now here's your cartoon coaster or whatever you're kicking out.
If I was back at craft fairs, I'd have this thing with me on the front of the bench doing somebody else's project. You would be pulling in people to watch it. You tell them, oh yeah, I got this picture, they just sent it to me. I bet you'd be busy all day long making money.
I bet what your interest was doing, they make it with that portable battery pack.
Yeah.
And I saw a video where
really?
It was like that battery pack would run it like operational like all day, 9 to 10 hours.
Wow.
Because it doesn't draw that much power.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't even, you could be in a parking lot.
We should just go down to Pier 39 and make some money. You kidding me? That looks like a print.
It does. I think it's awesome.
And you can feel the texture of it, right?
Yeah, subtly.
Yeah. So did you want to stick your finger in there, or did you want me to stick my finger in there?
I mean, anybody but me.
Okay.
I'm happy to drive a hot dog in there.
Oh, we can get a hot
wanna...
dog. Neither one of us volunteered for that. So we went down to the store and got, look at the size of these monster hot dogs. And I downloaded what I'm calling White Guy Tattoo. We don't get...
might need to come out. I think our image is vertical, right?
I don't know what it is. We can put it anyway. You see all the hot dog juices here? Yes, that looks perfect. Diode laser We're at 80% power. We're gonna go get ourselves a tattoo. We've had one too many margaritas.
And this was the cheapest shop in town.
It was the cheapest shop in town.
And I guess at the same time, I bet if they did stick your finger into there, you would have a mark.
I'm not doing it.
I'm not either.
I totally believe that would hurt.
But
I'm really surprised that this here isn't anything on this. I'm really regretting buying these ginormous hot dogs.
All right, are you ready for me to send the IR?
Let's do it. So now we're cutting with the IR laser. Hope something's happening.
Where are we?
It was working with the other one. Yeah, there's that Linden Frost effect where you dip your finger in water and then you can like touch molten steel or whatever.
It's probably something. It's got to be something similar. Effect happening. But we wouldn't have known if we didn't try.
We did. It's so sad. Our white guy tattoo did not work. We cannot tattoo a hot dog with the IR or the diode laser. It was a fun experiment, but I think we're going to have to call this one a failure. It's the knife kit that I used to make the ramen handled knife and the kitchen scrubber knife. I had another one, and so I gave it to Joel, and he made a micarta handle out of it. And so this is, Joel, what kind of cloth did you use?
It was microfiber towels.
So these are all microfiber towels? Nice. And what kind of resin did you use with that?
Resin that they sell at Home Depot.
He used the good stuff, the resin that they sell at Home Depot. That's a really nice handle. You did a really good job on that. So we're going to try to engrave his initials in any way.
Pardon?
We don't need to prep the steel in any way?
I don't think so. I'm going to just do a different, I'm sending the other framing type.
Oh, that is so cool.
That's what I wanted to see. Yeah.
That looks so cool.
That's pretty neat, huh?
How many passes did you
3.
take? Oh, it's already, look at that.
Yeah, look, at first pass we can already...
Holy cats.
Yeah, isn't that something?
That's on steel.
That is,
That looks like you drew on it with a marker.
Yeah, I'm impressed right off.
I was like, where's the J? Okay, good.
It's doing pass 2 now.
That's fast.
That was super fast. And if that is like permanently etched into that,
Yeah.
I'm blown away. Like that, it's exactly.
Why wouldn't it do that with our hot dog? That's depressing. This looks so good. I'm going to have to email their marketing department. Ask them what the hot dog settings are. Look at
We were
that.
disappointed that the drop down did not have an Oscar Mayer Frank setting.
That looks so
It
crisp.
does.
Wow, and it's blazing fast. We're like under a minute
Yeah, and that's the 3rd pass it's on
already. Do you feel anything? Like, is it?
They're
Is there a relief?
very subtle.
Yeah. But it's just not rubbing off or anything.
It's
That's not
not-
soot on there. That's
not.
actual etching.
Yeah.
Way easier than I thought it was going to be. We spent like 10 minutes working on putting a tattoo on a hot dog, and you spent like 30 seconds.
We spent 10 minminutes not putting a tattoo on a hot dog.
That's true. You're right.
I don't know if that's doable or not.
The leather?
Yeah, well, just because of it.
What are you doing on time?
I'm good.
Okay. They sent me another thing.
Another thing.
Yeah.
Like a material. Oh, the slider.
I've got this ginormous thing.
Spot for plugging
Yeah. So you line it up like this. Yep. There it goes.
Oh, that's moving.
And it's going to calibrate itself. And all I need to do is find the screwdriver that they gave me. So that's calibrated now.
Oh, is that what you had to line it up and tell it?
It told me to line it up.
Yeah, that's exactly.
This would be a lot easier if I didn't have the computer in the other room or down. So that you could just put whatever pressure
Those are
down.
really neat.
Yeah, they seem pretty slick.
The wireless is really super convenient.
Yeah.
It's like my 2 oldest printers, the resin one and the Prusa,
Yeah.
SD cards only. And so this environment, but you're running back and forth with
Yeah.
an SD card. And the whole wireless ability just is.
It makes a
so
huge difference.
much,
No,
yeah.
I really like it. And there is an xTool app, and so I was thinking about like downloading it on my phone and just seeing
What?
yeah, if it's
Probably.
easy enough to manipulate it
Yeah.
on there. You know, I don't know how it would be.
Totally depending.
Processing,
Things like
but-
initials probably is awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the little flames coming off.
Yeah, it's so wild.
And yet,
Between flashes on the camera, I can see your initials. I think 1Pass was the way to do it.
no comprehension of how we burn through leather.
Right.
And we don't even mark
A hot dog. Look at that.
Doesn't make
That's
any
leather.
sense.
1Pass, we basically used the exact same settings from the metal. We changed from the IR to the diode.
Peter, thank you. This was really fun.
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very
enjoyed
much
it.
for stopping by. That was super cool. Well, that was super fun to have my manager in the shop. He had a short amount of time to be here, so we had to kind of move through things quickly. I know there's probably some issues with the audio. If you go back and turn on captioning, it should pick most of that up. Everything worked the way it was supposed to, but the thing that's really been bugging me is that hot dog. You see these two dots? That's the focus. You can move the whole head up and down, and you just move them until the two dots converge. The other thing is the air filter's great. It seems to work really well. If you have this plugged in to the F1, you'll get this little icon here. This will turn on whenever that fan turns on, which is really nice so it doesn't have to run all the time. We have the extension on, which means you get 4 times the amount of workspace here that you would normally. And I've got my file. We're on the blue light. We've got our power set for 80%. I've got my speed set at 60%. I'm gonna turn on the framing, and I really do like this trace. Having trouble. Maybe if we flip this thing around. This is super weird. There's a nice flat spot that I want. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and send these off. See the difference? You can't see the laser at all if you have the safety goggles on. And that means that you're protecting your eyes. I'm not right now because I have them off. They're back on. But is it working? It looks like it's working. I'm pretty sure I see a tattoo there. Here we go. Gosh, that is so nasty. What have we done? Yes. The F1 can tattoo a hot dog. That smells horrible. That's bad. That's really awful. It's really awful. Okay, but you can do it. I don't know why you'd want to. Okay, here's the last thing I wanted to try with this. This is a Roosevelt dime, and this is a Lincoln penny. Just found these in my coin jar. When we try to do a laser over these. Is that in focus? Pretty close. Got 2 half circles. Oh man, I almost nailed it. That's pretty darn close. That's a little bigger. Let's reduce one of these circles down. About that. How does that look? Yeah, it's better. It's So you can definitely see there is a difference. Kind of fun. Here's another one that I did on a higher setting. I did that on 80. Yeah, it's kind of fun. So you can clean away some of the years on your coins. Whether or not that's something you want to do, I don't know. So there it is, the xTool F1 laser. Actually was really cool. I want to thank Joel for coming out. Update from him, we filmed that on Sunday. It's now Tuesday night, and today at work he told me that he's already ordered his F1 and it's on the way. So he's pretty excited. Honestly, I am too. especially with all of the stuff that it can do with metal, which is something that the P2 just doesn't do. So let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is Nathan's Ginormous Hot Dogs. I feel like I had all the settings the same, but obviously it didn't work, and then it did. So either the F1 malfunctioned or I did, and given my previous personal experience, I'm pretty sure it was me. I'm sure I just messed something up, because it worked perfectly. Cutting a tattoo on a hot dog is a horrible idea, but it worked beautifully. If you are interested in the F1 or the other lasers we've used this year, the D1 or the P2, there will be a link in the description. I hope you all have a very happy holiday, and I will see you next time.